This ain't what you want.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys are in the midst of really an incredibly impressive run. Only one loss here in the latter stages of the season. Across from him, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys know a home playoff game is in their future. They have clinched the division and look to be a real force in the AFC.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And off we go from Cleveland.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
First run now for Kyron Williams.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run, it's
down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. With career touchdown number 60.
And the Browns need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game.
Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
Throw left side taken in by Allison. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw, Williams. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Here's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
To the air, Williams. And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll go. Here's Williams. That is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Mike Evans, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 3rd and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Browns.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jalen Carter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. Up the middle they go. Franklin looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 28-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold,
I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Broncos offensive veteran receiver Mike Evans headed back onto the field.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
At the 24-yard line.
Now Mahomes. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers that I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Darnell Washington there to make the grab. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Broncos offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards here in the penultimate week of the season as he looks to finish strong in order to capture the crown.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Now Hall to start the drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
54 yards. And the Broncos first down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 17-yard line.
Hall want to give up the middle.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
That's good. Broncos first down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Denver.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown, Broncos! A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So a tight one so far. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he comes into these final couple of games as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. Across midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
First down, Broncos.
Hall again. And he'll
to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for us.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll get it right back to Washington. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 16-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Here's Williams. He stiff arms it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air once more. Williams working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Emeka Ibuka with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting sent to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 36-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in. Touchdown.
of the third. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. This offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Back to throw here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got it in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Evans, 37 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Williams going to sneak it. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. So the Broncos coming out now. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. He gets it underneath to Hall. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2
yards. And the Broncos first down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Mahomes now to throw. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Mike Evans, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget
get the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
He felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's second and a yard. Here's Hall again.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes second down. They'll toss it out right here to Hall.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
So now the Browns down by 7. A minute 12 to go.
They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
22.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Here comes second down at 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
It's fourth down.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Oh, he had to force it there on fourth down, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. The fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
To the air, Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Williams. A throw right side here going to be incomplete. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done.